critical lifeline set to be cut for 40 million Americans. Federal SNAP food assistance could run out by next weekend as the government shutdown heads into its fourth week. At least one expert now predicting this could potentially trigger the greatest hunger catastrophe in the U.S. since the Great Depression nearly 100 years ago. Good evening. I'm Jory Rand.
I'm Liz Nagy. The shutdown is also leading to thousands of federal employees working without paychecks, which triggered some flight problems at LAX today. Eyewitness News reporter Madison Weil joins us with the latest developments tonight. Madison?
Jory, Liz, good evening. A lot of families tonight anxious, wondering how they're going to continue to put food on the table if they lose these SNAP benefits. And this is just one of many ways that people are feeling the pain of this continued government shutdown. With the government shutdown well into its fourth week tonight, millions of Americans feeling the impact. On Friday, more than 500,000 federal workers missed their first full paycheck. Major airports facing staffing shortages. Flights from LAX to Oakland were stopped temporarily on Sunday due to staffing issues at Oakland International Airport. And now, federal SNAP food assistance benefits could run out for roughly 40 million Americans by next weekend. Governor Newsom deploying the National Guard to help with increased demand expected at food banks across California, including right here in LA.
So families are being hit hard, and now with the shutdown that we're seeing out of D.C., it's that much more important for California to step up and meet the needs of our families and our kids.
More than 1.5 million Angelenos currently depend on SNAP benefits.
I feel like the desperation, we're hearing like people are scared because they're uncertain.
The executive director of Impact LA, a local nonprofit that provides food assistance to vulnerable families, says they're gearing up for a significant spike in demand if that happens.
You know, they're going to have to start making decisions on having to pay certain utility bills so they can have food for them and themselves and their family, or if they're going to have to pay rent late.
The official USDA website now updated with this stark warning. Bottom line, the well has run dry. At this time, there will be no benefits issued November 1st. The message blaming the shutdown on Senate Democrats. Democratic leadership pushing back.
Maintain from the very beginning and continue to maintain. We will sit down anytime, any place with anyone.
A vote to fund the government has failed in the Senate 12 times, and in the meantime, Congress continues to get paid. Live from downtown tonight, Madison Weil.
Yeah, man, it's about to be crazy in the next few days if the government don't do something that comes to making a deal. But we're gonna see. So go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take on this?
See, the aspect of these politicians, they fail to understand when people start getting hungry, now when the common sense starts to go away. So they need to stop playing around, come up with an agreement, and get this thing over with, and get everything on board. And it kind of show you that what people always say, which is the truth, never depend on the government. Because now when you depend on the government, now they control the way you eat, the way you sleep, and the way you function around the world. They blaming Democrats. Some people are blaming Republicans. I blame them both. They should just come with an agreement and start with this shenanigan, and let's come on board and get everything situated. Because now you got federal workers that are not getting paid. They have not gotten paid, in a month now? And this is serious because they still have to pay their bills. And it's funny how everything shut down, but yet taxes not shutting down, Hakeem and Jordan. Bills is not shutting down. So what did that tell you? That these people need to come on board. 40 million Americans may not be able to get the SNAP program. And, a lot of food pantries, a lot of food shelter, all these things are starting to gear up. And it's going to be wild. So hopefully they start playing and come up with an agreement, hopefully by Friday. Go ahead, again.
Man, we seen this a mile away, man. We've seen this happen, and I do feel sorry for the ones who do need SNAP and stuff like that. And we're about to it's about to get tough. We got to tighten our belt a little bit. But this is why we have to stick together as a community. And for a lot of people who don't know, SNAP was started by the Black Panthers, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken,
that is correct. Yeah, it is correct. Yep.
There's a lot, like, people, a lot of social services you think you call socialism and stuff like that was started by Black Panther to help the needs of the people. So now as it spirals out and it's been a substance that we need too, and families do need this, the disabled, the elderly, all I can do is pray. I hope we can get down to a bottom line so nobody won't lack.
Exactly. Facts.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, man. And it's yeah, this is the sad that the Democrats probably just can't talk and get some type of done, get some type of deal done because hey, man, we're going to the time when inflation is up, food is up, and and so especially around this time when it comes to Thanksgiving and everything, that's when people when family comes together, cherish one another. But you got to go to the month of November for people that has to rely on SNAP, might not get nothing at all and everything. So I just pray for all people, to look online and find the nearest food bank as you can, and see what type of food you can get, because it seems like the government doesn't care about y'all like that because they're not getting something done. So people, keep your heads up. Like I said, look for food banks, call family members, see if you get some help, friends, and as a community, just stick together. We can get through this once,